Welcome into the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham, back with another mailbag. So appreciate everybody who submitted their questions. If you want to be a part of our next mailbag, just submit right now in the comments, #Chiefs, and ask whatever questions you may want answered. All right, let's start with Vinquist, #Chiefs. Could we sign Davante Adams next offseason? So obviously, a lot of drama in Green Bay. What's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers? But also what's going to happen with Davante Adams. He's set to play on the final year of his contract this year with Green Bay, and if Rodgers is not there, I don't see him re-signing with the Packers. This is one of the premier receivers in the NFL. I'm not just talking top 10, top 15. I'm talking top 3, top 5. What he's done in recent years, especially last year in just 14 games, 115 catches in 14 games. I mean, the guy is just a machine. Almost 1,400 yards, almost 100 yards per game, 18 touchdowns. He can get big plays. He's a good red zone guy. He's a route running technician. And, oh, by the way, you already have some guy named Tyreek Hill who runs like a 4.25 40. Could you imagine Tyreek Hill and Davante Adams and Travis Kelce catching passes from Patrick Mahomes? That's like Madden stuff. Like, it just doesn't, it doesn't happen. But the fact that he could be available for teams to sign is pretty freaking crazy. Now, of course, the Packers could franchise tag him, whatever the case may be. But if he's available and the Chiefs have money, you at least have to be interested in that option because Davante Adams is an absolute beast on the outside. Now, who do you think is better? And, try to be objective. It's very, very close. Type T for Tyreek Hill. Type D for Davante Adams. I really could go either way. I think in the Chiefs offense, I will lean Tyreek Hill because speed is so valuable when Patrick Mahomes is breaking the pocket and you can just find Tyreek Hill streaking. But you don't think Adams would eat in KC? He absolutely would. Type T for Tyreek Hill. Type D for Davante Adams. We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video so you can scroll on down and answer right there. Focus Blaze, could the Chiefs trade for Xavien Howard? Oh, you guys are bringing it with these questions today. So there's a little bit of drama with Howard in Miami, not to the level of, the Packers stuff. He wants a new deal. He wants a pay raise, even though he's got 4 years left on his contract with the Miami Dolphins. But, hey, the guy is unbelievable, right? Like 10 interceptions last year, 20 pass breakups. Xavien Howard is arguably the best cornerback in the NFL, and the ability to create turnovers is hard to find. He is absolutely fantastic. The problem is he already costs a lot, and if you're trading for him, you have to increase his pay raise probably. So I just think it's going to cost the Chiefs or any team just a little bit too much money. He's already making like $16 million a year. I mean, that's quite a bit for a cornerback. Now, I get it. Guys have surpassed him in contracts, and he's played better than those guys, but that's just how it works in the NFL. You sign a contract, someone else signs a contract, he makes more than you. It's just all about timing. I think he'll cost a little too much for the Chiefs, but thinking about it, it would be very, very entertaining if it happened. Joel Cortez is next up. Should the Chiefs sign Kwon Alexander? I mean, I guess he was okay last year. He's battled some injuries. He used to be really, really good back in his 49ers days. 57 tackles in 12 games. He can still do a little bit of everything. 3 TFLs, 4 PBUs, 2 forced fumbles. I don't mind Kwon Alexander as a player, but you've got Anthony Hitchens, you've got Nick Bolton, you've got Willie Gay Jr. Unless one of those young guys the Chiefs aren't confident is going to pan out, I don't think Kwon Alexander makes a ton of sense. If he's super cheap, that's fine, and he probably will be, but you've already got a fourth linebacker, too, in Ben Neiman, and that's probably what you would be bringing Kwon Alexander on board for, to kind of be that security blanket. Get subscribed to the Chiefs Report. Hey, if you're a big fan, if you're part of Chiefs Kingdom, then subscribe because we're plugging out videos all of the time. And once you do so, turn on that notification bell. That way you never miss a video. Some people think once you subscribe, they're going to be notified. You got to actually click that bell as well. So subscribe, turn on that notification bell. That way you always know when we're publishing videos here on the Chiefs Report. Versailles, #Chiefs, do you think we should sign Brian Poole since we didn't sign Bashaud Breeland? Well, listen, these are the 3 right now. These are the 3 corners that are still available as we film this, at least. Steven Nelson, who played with the Steelers last year. Richard Sherman, who spent the past couple of years with the Niners. And then Brian Poole, who's more of a nickelback. He is available as well. Listen, I think it would benefit Kansas City to bring a veteran cornerback on board, whether it's Brian Poole, Nelson, or Sherman. I thought that letting Bashaud Breeland go was actually just not a great decision. I mean, he only signed for like $3 million with the Minnesota Vikings. And, hey, I mean, we can show you the depth chart for the quarterback unit for the Kansas City Chiefs, but do you trust Charvarius Ward? I'm not sure I do. I love L'Jarius Sneed. I think Rashad Fenton's got good potential. We've heard some good things out of Mike Hughes in camp. DeAndre Baker's obviously a former first-round pick, but he's still recovering from a femur injury. We'll see what happens at corner. I'd feel a lot better, though, if Kansas City signed a veteran. So out of these three guys that we mentioned, who would you rather have on the Chiefs, in the Chiefs secondary, I should say? Type S for Steven Nelson, type R for Richard Sherman, type B for Brian Poole. Obviously, if you want a nickel, type B. If you want an outside guy, type S or R. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who would you rather have in this Chiefs secondary? Good old small wing wang next up. Hashtag Chiefs. Should the Chiefs sign Larry Fitzgerald and Earl Thomas? So we'll talk about one guy at a time here. Fitzgerald, look, he's old. He's flirting with retirement. I think if he plays another season, it'll be with Arizona. He seems like a one-team guy to me. He's still somewhat productive, had over 400 yards last year, had a touchdown. But listen, he started to, I don't want to, diminish is a harsh word, but he's like 38 now. I mean, the guy's going to the Hall of Fame. He's had a hell of a career, but I think last year we really saw the major drop-off when it comes to Larry Fitzgerald, so I don't think that makes sense for the Chiefs, and frankly, I don't think it makes sense for him. I think it's Cardinals or bust for him. For Earl Thomas, let me be very clear. I'm out on Earl Thomas. You heard the story in Baltimore where he just basically didn't listen to the defensive calls. He was just doing whatever the hell he wanted in 2019. And then to make matters worse, that bombshell of a story where he's involved in an orgy with his brother, absolute disaster. Can't get past that. I am out on Earl Thomas. And quite frankly, you're set at safety with Tyrann Mathieu, Juan Thornhill, and Dan Sorensen. Where is Earl Thomas going to fit in there? He's going to be your third safety? I mean, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I guess a fully healthy and engaged Thomas is better than Juan Thornhill, but again, too many red flags. Didn't play last year due to those issues. Getting older, I think I'm sticking away from ET. But we'll let you guys decide. Would you sign Earl Thomas? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Get your votes in down in the comment section. Again, the red flags are just a little bit concerning for me. So I'm typing my N for no, but if you're willing to get past that, you can type Y for yes. Remember, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we'll see you next time on the Chiefs Report.